It's going to be number 15 driving in, Cole McCoy. He's going to back out.
I believe Cole McCoy was a quarterback on the team.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And taken away early there by the Hawks. That's Bryson Gadberry able to lay it up and in for the first points of this contest here.
And Prairie Central, small team.
Yeah, compared to
what
years
had,
before.
Yeah, they're really small.
They used to be 6'2" across the board.
Yeah, one of the smaller teams in this tournament.
Here we have 22. Toby Cooper taking a three. That's no good. Tried to get his own miss. Ended up not working. Prairie Central in transition. It is number 24, Steidinger. Steidinger passes down. It's Zimmerman. Zimmerman's shot no good. Gets his own rebound twice. Fighting for it. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay down here with the Hawks.
Illini Bluffs, I believe, lost to West Central in a super sectional game last year. Illini Bluffs had some pretty good players, and
Whitfield passes it in to Gadberry, and the Hawks will set up their offense. It goes back to Whitfield. Gadberry up top, gives over to Sheldrake. Sheldrake back to Whitfield. Whitfield over around Gadberry, driving in, layup, tough, and stuck. So it'll be a jump ball, and it'll go to Illini Bluffs. And let's see who can get it down. There we go. So Illini Bluffs will retain possession, or excuse me, will get possession, and
Kurt Kuffel, a ref today. Aaron Lane as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good
Decent crew, yeah. I know Aaron Lane did one last night.
He did a 2A state championship last year. Kurt Kuffel got a football state championship.
Yeah, this year actually.
3A.
3A, yeah. Here we go. Moving it around is Bluffs. There's number 14, Devin White. White over to Giftos. Giftos down low. Ends up throwing the ball out of bounds and will be Prairie Central's ball. Simcoe got tired of play-by-play, and he wanted me to do it over here. So
yeah, Broncos.
So here I am.
Broncos
my
goal line
Broncos
stand
are playing.
in the break.
Yeah, you're funny. Well, yeah, there actually was, but nonetheless, we're focused on this game. It's number 10, Fenwick, passing over to McCoy. McCoy dips up to 24, Emhoff. Emhoff, three-point shot, no good. Fought for, rebounded by number 14. That is...
Was that Doug Emhoff?
Yeah, not on my roster. Number 14. Thank you. Was looking at the wrong team. Devin White.
Lord Almighty.
Gets it down. And Prairie Hawks in transition. Down low. It's number 24, Steidinger. Tough layup up and in. Gives them a 2-point lead.
Been a lot of Steidingers over the year for Prairie Central.
There has, and there's still two. Cody and Lucas.
Yeah.
Bluffs moving it around. It's Cooper. Down low on the block, gives up to White at the top of the key. White over to McCoy. McCoy back to White. Giftos up top. Good ball movement here by Illini Bluffs.
Offensive foul, Aaron Lane.
Looks like it's going to be called on number 5. Maybe an illegal screen there on
Illini
Giftos.
Bluffs looks like they've had kind of a tough time. I mean, I'd say their offense is centered around number 14, Devin White, who I believe slammed one yesterday, but that's just what my dad told me.
Your dad can never be wrong.
No, I don't know. But regardless, pretty athletic team, but haven't really been able to get into offensive sets. We'll see how that can start to play out.
Here's Gadberry driving in, dips down to 24, Steidinger. Steidinger over to Whitfield on the three is no good. Offensive rebound by Friedman. Friedman, physical game, and he finally draws the foul. Could have drew one earlier, but nonetheless, Easton Friedman, a junior guard, a junior guard, will go to the line to shoot two. Yeah, Prairie Central not as big as what we've seen in years past. You know,
I mean,
you're thinking of likes of Tyler Curl. You're thinking of
Dylan
Bazell,
Drew Fair.
Yeah, all those guys who were 6'3" and could shoot.
Levi Goad. Yeah, they were all really tall kids.
Second shot up and good. So 2 for 2 at the charity stripe, and Prairie Central get back into their press. Cooper dribbling it up for the Tigers. Passes over to Giftos, who had that offensive foul earlier. Washington up top, Jaden Washington. Gives it over to McCoy. McCoy inside to White. Looks like he is fouled on the floor.
Wow,
so
interesting. Ball went out of bounds.
Looks like they say they got him on the arm before.
Yeah.
So Bluffs will have an out-of-bounds play. Subbing in number 24, William Emhoff in for Giftos, number 5.
So not Doug.
No, not Doug. Not Doug Emhoff. All right. It only has a couple weeks left.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, here is Cole McCoy, excuse me, not Colt McCoy, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Gets it taken away, and Prairie Central will move the ball down. They get it taken away as well. Devin White up top, trying to drive in, athletic finish, and he gets it to go. So Devin White on the layup puts 2 points on the board for IB.
Good defensive showing here early for both teams, but see if IB, Devin White,
Yeah,
able to
100% of travel there by Whitfield, trying to drive in the lane. Got it stuck between his legs and then ended up corralling the ball, and that is a textbook travel. Speaking of, Bengals just scored a touchdown, unfortunately.
Lord.
Yeah.
This is
dreadful.
going to be tough.
Dreadful. Nonetheless, Devin White takes it up.
Good spacing here by Prairie Central, playing sort of a zone.
Receives a screen. There's McCoy on the right wing. Passes inside to Toby Cooper. Looks like it was fouled.
Foul on Illini Bluffs. A loose ball situation. Or no, foul on Prairie Central. Interesting call. Ball was loose, but
looks like it'll be on the ground, and Bluffs will have an out-of-bounds play. It'll be McCoy on the inbounder. Gives over to Washington. Washington to Emhoff. Emhoff back to McCoy, and the 4-3 is no good. Rebounded, though. So the Tigers retain possession. Here's White. Devin White driving in. Athletic finish once again and gets it. And ties this game up at 6 with 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. Prairie Central likes to go fast. 22. Luke Ift driving in.
Needs to find something.
Spencer Ray, deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Cooper. Cooper gives it up to Washington, and Bluffs wants to go fast. Here's Devin White. White back to Washington. Washington over to Emhoff. Emhoff in. Tough layup, no good. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here comes Steidinger down the floor.
Contact there, but goes uncalled.
Steidinger to Friedman. Drives in back to Steidinger. The Ift resetting it. Top of the keys. Prairie Central trying to get into an offensive set here. Simon Zimmerman has the ball. Back up to Friedman. Trying to get it inside to Luke Ift. They do. Passes it back out. Steidinger. And Easton Friedman will reset it. Prairie Central taking their time, trying to find a shot they like here on this possession. We have Ift in the corner.
I think this possession's about a minute long so far.
Gives up to Friedman. Friedman. Zimmerman takes the 3, no good. Rebounded by White. White's, he's going to take it coast to coast. Gets fouled before he's able to. So it'll be another one on the floor.
One thing here with White, I feel like he's got to use the guys around him some too. I think, he gets the ball and you're automatically thinking coast to coast. And as a defender, I think it's easy to get in his way just because you know what he's going to do. So it'd be interesting to see if he starts to maybe dish something out and finding some three-point shots in transition, or at least mid-range.
Will be Washington inbounding it for the Tigers. Gives over to White. White to McCoy. McCoy to Emhoff. And back to White to reset the offense. Good ball movement here by Bluffs. White has it. Washington has it. Looking around for Emhoff. Emhoff closely guarded there by Steidinger. 24 on 24. Finally gets it to White. Gives it back to Emhoff. Emhoff closely guarded. Almost went through the hands of number 15, McCoy, but ends up corralling it. Good passing, and Bluffs are going to take their time with their offensive possession as well. But ended up getting it stolen. Here comes the Hawks down in transition. Steininger in the corner, drives in. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded there, Justin Duggar. Here's Emhoff driving in. So after a couple, and he gets the blocking foul. Looks like Prairie Central's head coach wanted a charge. But then nonetheless, Emhoff will go to the line and shoot 2. So after 2 very long possessions, both teams decided to kick it up a notch and take it to the basket.
Just not much scoring,
early in the clock.
A lot of good defense, long possessions here early. We'll see if that can continue. But one thing for Prairie Central, just watching them early, you don't really have one guy who's like, that's your shooter. It feels like there's just not that sort of guy.
Right.
Like, at least in the previous years, obviously, last year, Curl and Goad were your offensive guys. And this year, we just pass and the eye test, it just doesn't seem like they have one guy like that.
Spencer Ray will take it up for Prairie Central. Just looking around, finds Steininger. Steininger will just pull the 3 after lax defense. Ends up not hitting, but it looks like it'll be off the floor, off the foot of Prairie Central, and Bluffs will retain possession. It's White on the inbound. He gives over to Washington. Back to White. Then gives to Duggar. Duggar almost got it turned over there. Emhoff has it. And back to White. 42 seconds and counting left on the clock in this first quarter. 7-6 in favor of Illini Bluffs.
They
as
ran
White,
into each other.
Little miscommunication there from Jaden Washington and Devin Whites as they run into each other and turn the ball over. So it'll be Prairie Central's ball with 34.9 left to go in this one. This first quarter.
34 seconds. I'm sure Prairie Central will want one more. Possessions have been fairly long anyway. Just 30 seconds remaining here in the first.
Here's Trednick.
Physical play.
Trednick gives over to Ray. Ray trying to drive in. Good defense there by Washington. Spins around. Layup no good. Rebounded by Alt. Alt gives back to Zimmerman, and Zimmerman can't hit it.
Wow.
So 9.6 seconds left on the clock, and Bluffs ball. So missed opportunity there by Prairie Central.
Wide open 3 there that was airballed. I mean, that's kind of can't happen.
No, it cannot. Then you have here Jaden Washington.
You got to at least give yourself a chance to get a rebound.
Driving over, fouled. Looks like that's number 13, Drew Dunn. Drives it in for the Tigers, and he'll have 2 with 3.2 seconds left in the first quarter.
Prairie Central last year, remember that was probably the worst game Williamsville played.
Yeah.
Decimation.
I remember that thinking, is our season over? Are we done?
I mean,
obviously we were.
Yeah, that was like 3 weeks before regional started, I believe, or 2.5 weeks before regional started. I was like, man, it was like a decimation.
Prairie Central final heave. That's McCoy, Whitfill, and he doesn't get it to go. So that'll conclude the first quarter. Illini Bluffs on top 9-6 here early. We'll take a quick little break and get ready for the second. Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. I'm Colin Burge alongside Nathan Simcoe. Here for this 5th place game, we got Illini Bluffs versus Prairie Central. Winner takes on Calvary. And we have Prairie Central's ball. This will be Whitfill taking it in and pass over to number 2, Bryson Gadberry.
Tie game.
And he gets it to go. So tie game coming out early for the Hawks.
And need to see more of that. Just haven't seen a whole lot of offense here. Obviously, some things give. Need some turnovers. Need to keep pressuring. Prairie Central, scrappy little team, but a lot of new starters, so not surprised to see them.
Here's Emhoff. Gives up to Toby Cooper. Ends up finding White at the top of the key. It's Cooper down low. A little physical, and he gets called for the offensive foul, so looks like who took that? Easton Friedman for the Prairie Central Hawks ended up taking that offensive foul. So it'll be Prairie Central's ball. We got Gadberry taking it up for the Hawks.
Tremont
over
starting to come to the
Whitfill.
gym. I'm supposed to wait for a dead ball, but
Whitfill over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman has it stripped away by White. White in transition. Physical contact, no foul called, but they ended up getting their own miss. That's Emhoff. Emhoff got, was it a timeout or was it a foul on the floor? Looks like it was a timeout. So
yeah,
Bluffs
timeout.
head coach Clay Vass gets it to go. And the Illini Bluffs were a pretty solid 1A team, 1A state team last year, didn't they?
They didn't go to state.
Or
They
they
lost to West Central in the Supers. And
so
they ended up being the state champs.
Yeah.
So win 1A after that incredible semifinal game that
That
we
was
watched
good, yeah.
before Williamsville's devastating semifinal loss.
To Chicago Phillips.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's over.
It's Jover.
It is Jover.
So the Broncos are down. At
They are
half.
down 7-3 at
Okay.
half, and I'm very disappointed.
Who gets the ball?
I have no clue.
Oh boy.
Hopefully the Broncos.
I bet the Bengals.
I think the Bengals
Win the
do.
game.
I think. Oh, win the game.
Win.
I don't know about
It's over.
that. Nonetheless, we got a game to call here as Cooper throws it inbounds. Gets it back for 3, no good. Prairie Central in transition. Gadberry running the floor. Little physical contacts and draws the foul on the shot, so he'll go to the
Illini
charity
Bluffs
stripe.
doesn't like the foul call.
Like it was fouled by Toby Cooper.
Chance to take the lead here for PC.
Gadberry at the line, first shot,
What
good.
grade is this kid in?
Gadberry, number 2,
Junior.
junior, 5'11", 150. And these are from Max Preps. Not sure how accurate these are, but
Yeah, I mean, well, they put them in. The teams put them in themselves.
There you go. So it's got to be fairly accurate.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Here's Washington. Washington down low to Cooper. Cooper outside to Devin White. And now gives back to Emhoff near the top of the key to reset things for the Tigers. He's back to Washington. White cutting. Ends up giving it to McCoy in the corner. McCoy dribbling up. Passes back to Emhoff. Emhoff back to Washington. Washington to White. White driving in. Contact before. Looks like it'll be on number 2 of Prairie Central, Bryson Gadberry. So another out-of-bounds play down low for the Tigers.
Offense still struggling here for Illini Bluffs. Got to get some plays to Devin White in the post. I mean, you can tell he's just dominant force.
Here's Emhoff. Emhoff contacts, draws the foul, so he'll go to the line as well. It's Cuffle making the call there.
Kirk Cuffle, state official.
2 shots for number 24, William Emhoff.
Not to be confused with.
So, William Emhoff, a sophomore, 5'11". His second, no good. Goes Prairie Central's way. Good effort there by White.
In St. Teresa, they got a Christmas tournament. Riverton is up big over Hayworth, the home of Jay Martins.
Jay Martins, yeah. There you go. So Matt Mead and company over there taking care of business.
Solid Riverton. They got a pretty good record so far. It's early in the year, though, obviously.
Friedman into the lane. So Easton Friedman with a great drive and puts the Hawks down 2. Or excuse me, puts them up 2.
2-point lead. Full timeout taken by PC. Let's take a quick break here on the wire. We'll be back here in just a couple seconds.
Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire here in the 5th place bracket. Prairie Central taking on the Illini Bluffs Tigers. It'll be an IB's ball. 5:39 left to go in this second period. I'm Colin Burge alongside Nathan Simcoe. We got Devin White at the top of the key, gives up to Toby Cooper. Gives it over to Washington. Washington to Emhoff. Passing back and forth. Ends up in White's hands. Now they find Cooper down low. Cooper kicks out to Washington, corner 3. Looks like it was tipped.
It's not the shot.
Looks like it wasn't the shot according to Simcoe. White athletic rebound and finish, and he gets 2 down at the block. Prairie Central wanting to go fast. Here's number 2, Bryson Gadberry. Gadberry gives over to Steininger. Back to Gadberry to set up an offense. Wyatt Alt's in the middle wanting the ball. They're just not feeding him. Steininger in the corner. Cutting outside was Alt. Now it's Friedman. Alt in the corner. Back to Friedman. Friedman looking for Steininger inside. Ends up working its way around to Whitfill. Athletic take there by Devin White. And he's up and running the floor. Devin White being guarded by Steininger. Gives over to Toby Cooper. Cooper to Washington. Washington over to White. White to Emhoff. Emhoff to Washington. Good ball movement here. McCoy to White. White drive. White travel. Not sure what he did there. I couldn't see.
It looked like he just took an extra step.
So White creates his own turnover there, and Prairie Central will get the ball back. It's like Aaron Lane's talking to number 4, Wyatt Alt. Got it all sorted out. Alt comes out, and Luke Ift comes in. Bluffs applying a little bit of pressure. Prairie Central breaks it, no problem. Here's Steininger in the corner. Looking inside, nothing doing. Gives over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Ift down low. Back to Zimmerman to Gadberry. All the way over to Steininger again. Ball movement, Steininger. All the way on the other corner. Looks like it's going to be a foul push on either Washington or
Bluffs.
Maybe Devin White. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Devin White. So Luke Ift trying to drive in. But the push on Devin White will give the Hawks the ball out of bounds. Friedman will inbound it for the Hawks. Down low to Ift. Ift through contact makes the layup. Nice little take there by him. And here's Emhoff. Prairie Central applying their pressure of their own. Gives it to White. White behind the back. White driving in. White contacts. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. Yeah, I would have called that 2.
Yep, looks like it.
Luke Ift drawing the contact. Not sure how many fouls that is on White, but nonetheless he'll stay in the game.
I Don't quite see how many fouls. Probably should start keeping track, but
Yeah,
too lazy.
It's whatever. Nonetheless, after the offensive foul, Gadberry will have it up top for the Hawks. Passes inside to Steidinger. Steidinger takes a shooter's touch in. I think it touched every part of the rim there.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, gets it to go. So
a couple possessions here for Prairie Central.
Here is Toby Cooper bringing it up. McCoy over to Washington. Back to McCoy. Trying to find Cooper inside. Ends up turning the ball over. Lee Friedman in transition. Gives over to Zimmerman on the corner. Down low to Steidinger.
He's stuck. He's got to get out.
Steidinger to Gadberry. To Zimmerman. Back to Gadberry, who will reset the offense.
Not closely guarded. He can take his time if he wants.
Friedman over to Gadberry. Gadberry drives in, looking
I don't know who that was intended
for Zimmerman.
for.
It looked like it was intended for Steidinger, but ends up in the hands of Zimmerman.
Good recovery.
Ball on the floor. Ends up in a Hawk's hand. Friedman over to Gadberry. Gadberry inside to Zimmerman. Zimmerman back out. Friedman, three, no good.
Good looking shot, though.
Yeah, that is a shot you want to take. Wide open three for one of your guards. Can't get more open than that. Just couldn't convert. Now here's Devin White. Gives over to William Enhoff to start this Bluffs offense. Washington in the corner. Feeds White on a cut.
Yeah,
and he's fouled. So it looks like he will go to the line for two.
One thing there, you just want to stay vertical. You're going to get that call when your arms are moving forward. Up next is Warrensburg and Tremont. Both those players have arrived here.
That should be a good one. Like I said, those teams are going to be physical.
They are very physical. You got to give Warrensburg at least a slight advantage there.
Just because of the record.
Yeah.
White makes his
They've got
first.
several four-year starters on that team, so been fun watching them. We've watched them
in the holiday
high
tournament,
school career, and then 1 year after. So
White makes a second, so that cuts the deficit 16 to 14 in favor of the Hawks. Here's Gadberry finding a flaring Whitfield. Whitfield for three, no good. Coach not happy, wants moving screens. Nonetheless, it's Washington.
That foul doesn't really exist. I mean,
according to Simcoe, moving screens don't exist, as a bad pass there by Drew Dunn and covered by Emhoff, who lays it up and in.
NFHS says that foul's optional.
Gadberry kicks it out to Whitfield. Whitfield three, no good again. Rebounded Emhoff.
Physical play there by
Bluffs in transition.
Washington. 45 seconds here.
42 and counting. We'll see if Bluffs hold it for one shot.
Really good defensive match here.
Emhoff guarded by Gadberry.
Good defense by Gadberry.
Got to start the count. Got to be careful of the count.
Yeah, Cuffle wasn't counting it. I don't know if it was 5, but at least a couple seconds went by.
I would start counting now.
Yeah.
They got 3.
Yeah, now he's driving.
It's Washington. Washington driving in. We got a block. Looks like
wasn't set. I mean, you gotta if you're calling a foul there, and it also appears that he was kind of outside his shoulder width. When you're outside your shoulder width,
usually a block.
You're susceptible to be called for a block. So
Washington drove in on that time and drew contact. Subs coming in for Bluffs. White's back in. 15.6 seconds remaining in this half. All tied up at 16. We'll see if Bluffs can take the lead. It's Washington. Gives over to McCoy. McCoy to White in the Cooper in the corner. No
8
good.
Seconds.
Rebounded. I don't know what number 11 Dane Wheeler was thinking. He thought he had no time on the clock.
That is not the shot.
And that is not the shot. I mean, with 4.6 seconds, Bluffs get it back.
I don't know what
I don't know what he was thinking.
Maybe someone was counting, but it should. Did that touch anyone?
I don't think it did. So it's Bluffs ball. 4.6 seconds left. Here's McCoy. McCoy, shot is good, shot was good off the buzzer. And shot is no good in the basket. So that'll end the half, all tied up at 16. Bluffs and Prairie Central playing a pretty physical game of basketball so far. We'll take a quick break here at the half. We'll be back in 10. Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. 35 seconds left to go in this this halftime. Prairie Central and Illini Bluffs both tied up here at 16 apiece. And we're looking for a good game and hopefully a good finish. I'm Colin Burge alongside Nathan Simcoe once again at this holiday tournament. Both back from college.
I wanted to give a shout out to Mike Mendenhall, Ryan's father.
Mike Mendenhall.
It's
his birthday today.
Yeah.
How old does he turn?
Yeah, Ryan doesn't even know. I lost count. Yeah. Well, anyway, I wanted to say, Mike, he's a great guy, and that's it. Anyway, back to the game.
What are your thoughts, Simcoe?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, did Iowa State score more importantly here? We did. Okay, so it's 38-35. What about the Broncos?
Cincinnati's about to score again. They're about to go up 2 scores. This is horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
AP's, they're getting ready to call that.
Okay, yeah.
They're getting ready to
go
ahead and
sure, whatever.
Call that one. I believe it'll be Bluffs ball to come out.
Looks like it'll be white ball going in.
And man, defensive battle. Do you think this sort of changes, sort of unravels for one team or both?
I think it just values more possessions. You got to take care of the ball. You got to do your own possessions here. As Bluffs gets it early to start, there's Toby Cooper missing an early layup, rebounded by Steidinger. He'll take it up, gives it over to Whitfill. Whitfill back to Steidinger, to Gadberry, over in the corner. Friedman, corner 3's no good. Tipped around and ended up off the hands of number 15, Whitfill, so it'll be Illini Bluffs ball with Toby Cooper inbounding. Football pass style to Devin White, and looks like it'll be on the floor.
That's a pretty soft foul there, in my opinion. I don't know. Not much contact, but if it was, I think you got it right that it was on the floor.
Yep,
and I think Bluffs coach knew that.
You did. It was the right call if you're going to call it on the floor, but nonetheless, it wipes out the basket there by Devin White. A great pass there from Cooper as he has the ball out of the inbounds. Here's Giftos in the corner, back up to Cooper, and over to Washington to reset the offense. It's McCoy in the corner, looking around, finds Cooper down low at the block, double teamed. Skips a pass over to Giftos. Giftos hands off to Washington. Washington in the corner, trying to make his man miss. Send another guy at him. Nothing doing. Gives over to Cooper. Cooper down low. Hop step. Layup. Wow. Good.
Haven't seen that much today, but
yeah, a little finesse there on the layup as he gets it to go and puts the Bluffs up 2.
Bluffs haven't had much of a lead today, but they got it now and possibly a turnover. And yes,
looks like it will be a turnover. So Bluffs able to turn the ball over, and Broncos get a goal line stand, 4th and goal.
Wow, okay. 4th and goal at the 1?
At the 3, and there's a flag, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Unbelievable.
Holding?
I have no clue, I don't care. Cooper inbounds it for Bluffs. They give over to McCoy. McCoy to Washington. Washington driving in. Giftos almost loses his balance.
Yeah,
tried to skip it into Cooper, and he turned the ball over. Here is Whitfill, and Whitfill is fouled. Looks like it's going to be on Giftos. And it looks like the penalty was declined because it was on the offense. Looked like maybe a pick play. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Nonetheless, we got a game to call here. Prairie Central has the ball, and Zimmerman will take it out and give to Gadberry to set up this offense. Here's Steidinger. Tried to look inside to Zimmerman.
Dreadful.
Just wasn't a good pass. Looks like it was tipped, so it'll stay. Or excuse me, it wasn't tipped, so it is a turnover. And here is Toby Cooper to inbound it. Cooper has the ball, gives to White. Back to Cooper. Up to McCoy. McCoy, tough layup, and he gets it to go. Cole McCoy.
Not to be confused with Colt McCoy.
Not to be confused with Colt McCoy. Prairie Central's shot no good.
What did they just call?
They called Washington on and out of bounds. He had the ball.
Okay. So
and he stepped on the line. So
they're talking about Aaron Lane. Yeah, they're going to go with the call. So.
Oh wow, they're going to. Huh? What? I'm confused.
Could have an ejection here. Fans are
let's not get an ejection. Here's McCoy over to Washington. Washington drives inside. Contact there, but gets it to go anyway. And looks like it'll be a timeout by Prairie Central. They all say assistant coaches, but I'm assuming Jeff Curl is not happy with his Hawks. As there's a minute full timeout. We'll take a full timeout here on the Williamsville Wire. Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. 6:06 left to go in this third period of this actually pretty good game between Prairie Central and Glassford Illini Bluffs.
Turn down that music. Jeez.
Yeah, they do. They need to stop the music to start play. Here's Easton Friedman of the Prairie Central Hawks, and he gets it stolen away by White. White looks like he's going to... Looks like it was a double dribble.
Yeah.
But he missed the dunk anyway, so it rolled and rimmed out.
I don't even think that would be considered a dunk.
Or whatever.
I believe he slammed one yesterday against Porta. So
quite eventful way to bring us back on the air. Nonetheless, here's Spencer Ray bringing it up for the Hawks, who are up 6. Or excuse me, down 6.
That's
it looks like there's going to be a push on Washington. Yeah, I would have thought there was a travel there.
If you're going to have the travel, but I think the foul must have made him travel. So I think that's what.
I would have thought that.
Official Aaron Lane said there.
Would have thought there, but nonetheless, Spencer Ray finds Zimmerman on the out-of-bounds play. Tried to feed it into Ift.
Lord almighty.
And it's turned over and in the hands of Devin White. White over to McCoy for the corner 3, no good. Rebounded there by Toby Cooper. Cooper loses a little physical play. And more physical play here. Easton Friedman gets it swiped by Washington. Washington to Cooper. Cooper is fouled and heading to the line. So after a physical ordeal by both teams, Cooper ends up at the line shooting 2.
Got to convert here, low-scoring game, but you can start to see maybe some of the adjustments Bluffs have been making. It seems like they're being more aggressive in transition, which is something with their athleticism that would be good. So,
and again, the winner of this plays Calvary for 5th place, and the loser of this game is done.
Yeah, going home.
Is going home. So basically, you're playing to play the 5th place, or you're losing and you're going home. As McCoy gets 1 to fall, he's 1 for 2 at the line. So that increases the lead to 8, 24-16. As here's Prairie Central, here's Gadberry. Gadberry driving in contact, misses the layup, and Toby Cooper grabs the rebound and draws the foul.
You can see Gadberry never really had his wits there on that shot. But Prairie Central's got to find a way to start taking better shots, because it seems like in this half they just haven't. They haven't scored in this half, and it's been 3 minutes.
They haven't.
Turnover.
Looks like there's a turnover there by Cole McCoy, and running into his coach. And here's the Hawks on the other end. It's in the hands of Treadmick. Treadmick will just pop a 3 off the front iron and in the hands of Emhoff. Emhoff driving all the way in before the shot. Looks like there's a bump before the shot.
Not to be confused with Doug Emhoff.
Okay.
So just wanted to, people just joining us.
Yep, yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's his name?
Emhoff? William Emhoff?
William, not Doug.
Simcoe still got politics.
No,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Looks like there's a hold.
Had a lot of fouls here, I believe.
We have.
Are they already shooting here? Oh, that's 4.
That'll be the 4th, so 1 more. And Bluffs is shooting.
Oh, they are shooting.
Oh, so yeah.
Okay.
So that is the 5th.
All right.
So the bonus is in effect. So with 4:57 left to go in the third, Bluffs will shoot 2 the rest of the way. Devin White at the line. First one, no good.
It's like a chance here for Bluffs to really put this game out of reach, but they just kind of haven't. But they've definitely been playing better here in the second than they did in the first.
1 for 2 at the line for White.
Much needed field goal needed.
Here's Luke Ift driving in, ends up passing out to Gadberry. Gadberry not closely guarded. Drives into the middle of the lane, kicks out. Corner 3 there. Looks like there's a foul. Corner 3 by Griffin Trednick.
Good, and he's fouled. It wasn't a hard foul, but
maybe
contact was apparent. So it's a great way to get back in this. To make this 5-point game.
So Trednick will go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. And Trednick completes the 4-point play.
Where the Co's at?
3rd down. It's not looking too hot. It's unbelievable. As there's pressure defensively by the Hawks, and the Tigers turn it over. It looks like it was Cole McCoy that turned it over, and now it's in the hands of Whitfill. Whitfill over to Gadberry. Gadberry making moves, trying to drive in, gives over to Trednick. Back up to Whitfill. Whitfill 3, no good. Tough rebound there by Jaden Washington.
What do you got? What is, timeout. Yeah, I thought they were going to call travel there for a moment.
Yeah, me too.
I said this will be a 30. Stay here. So, Colin, your sports teams this year, how have they been doing?
Actually, it's a pretty good season for it.
Illinois
basketball is decent. Illinois football has the chance at a 10-win season. And the Broncos, if they win, but they're making me really mad. They're down, but nonetheless.
Well, at least you're not a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Or White Sox. I think we're the only sports fans in the country that had a worse year than Joe Biden. So.
Okay. Yeah, you're a White Sox and a Raiders fan. That's horrible.
It's dreadful.
That's horrible.
White Sox had the worst record in modern MLB history. And the Raiders, we had a chance to get a #1 pick, and then we win.
Yeah.
And then, come on.
You can't even lose correctly. That's the mantra of the Raiders. Here's Emhoff giving it up to McCoy. McCoy thought about taking it, decides not to. Here's Washington. Washington down low to Toby Cooper, and Cooper travels. Cooper can't believe it. He thought he was fouled.
I mean, this is the point where, Prairie Central, besides a 4-point play, that's the only offense you have in this quarter. But, I mean, you've got to find an easy shot here. Take your time. It's a low-scoring game. Let's play this. And turnover.
And there's a turnover there. White in transition gets the layup to go. So down 7 or the Hawks, and the Hawks trying to get something going on offense. There's a deep 3 by Whitfill, no good. Ends up on the ground in the hands of Whitfill. Passes up to Gadberry. Gadberry will try a 3 at the top of the key, and he'll hit that one.
Good shot.
So that's a good shot to keep you back in.
But he seems like, has a decent form on his shot. I'd like to see more shots out of him.
Yeah, definitely. It would look like a decent clip. Here's Devin White, top of the key, kicks over to Emhoff. Emhoff into Washington. Washington tried to go inside to White, ends up getting it tipped and turned over.
This is a big opportunity for Prairie Central once again. You got it with 4, a couple subs coming in for PC. Your big guy's out for Illini Bluffs, number 22, that's a Cooper. So I'd like to see Prairie Central be aggressive here, I know.
Gadberry will bring it up and start the offense. Little flare over to Trednick. Trednick back to Gadberry. Gadberry over to Zimmerman. Back to Gadberry. Over to Whitfill. Whitfill to Gadberry. Gadberry will try a 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Zimmerman, no good as well. Out of bounds, and Illini Bluffs.
I don't mind it. You got a couple attempts there on the basket. 3, then you got the rebound, put back. That's offensive possessions. You need to get shots up.
Yeah, you do. There's Devin White, gives over to Emhoff. Emhoff to McCoy. McCoy double-teamed, ends up finding White, physical play. Here's White, tightly guarded there by number 15, Whitfill, gives over to Emhoff. Emhoff to Washington, back to White. Inside to, that's number 13, Drew Dunn. Gives over to McCoy. McCoy to Emhoff. Emhoff drives in. Emhoff, physical take, no good. Rebounded there. Bryson Gadberry. Gadberry up the floor to Whitfill. Back to Gadberry, top of the key. Gives over to Trednick. Trednick up top, gives to
Take your
Gadberry.
time. 2 minutes left here in the third.
Physical.
Good play. You got the
Physical
shot you
shot
wanted.
there.
And he's down.
And Wyatt Alton.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not a good
that's
side
your
if you're
best player.
Bluffs.
It looks like it's a nose.
Devin
Maybe
Wyatt
his nose might be bleeding.
Is down. And here comes Kurt Turner.
Kurt Turner, man, I haven't seen him in a while.
The reason why I pumped my fist was because the Broncos scored.
Oh, the Broncos
and they
scored.
tied it up.
Okay, let's take a quick break here on the wire. We'll be back in whenever injury timeout is over.
Welcome back to the wire. After all was sorted out, White's going to come out for a little and check on that nose. Indeed, it was that nose. Nonetheless, here's Bluffs trying to break.
This is
a
PC.
press.
Got to capitalize with him out.
Here's
That's
William
a foul.
Emhoff, and yeah, you'll get a push every time there. Yeah. Looks like it'll be on number 24, Steininger.
That's just like an inexplicable foul. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you sending a guy to the line when their offense had been struggling?
The crew before, I saw a cardinal sin, on the kick. If you're kicking, they did the kick motion. You don't have that on defense. It's a block or it's a push. I didn't like that mechanic, so you gotta let them know.
Who was it?
I don't know. It wasn't one of these guys. I think it was the crew before. Okay. Nonetheless, Emhoff to the line, hits one.
Was it Rob Becker? Was Becker on the crew?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I'll have to.
Emhoff 1 for 2 at the line, so it remains a 3-point game. As Prairie Central can look to actually tie this if they want to try the three, and they will with Zimmerman. High arcing shot, no good. Rebounded by Emhoff.
That's got a shot like tie back.
Emhoff to Washington, gets it turned over. Now here's Gadberry. Inside, Zimmerman up and in. Great pass there by Gadberry to find Zimmerman for the easy two, and Bluffs find themselves just up one out of White's absence. Now here's McCoy. McCoy picked off down at the line. Here's Gadberry. Gadberry up to Zimmerman. Zimmerman another layup. This time he gets it as well.
They took the lead. They had their first lead since the first half.
Prairie Central up one. 51 seconds left to go in this third period.
Great job by PC.
Here's Washington.
Capitalizing.
Tries to find Emhoff. Tries to find Emhoff.
Yeah,
what's the call? We're going to have a tie-up.
Jump ball, and it's going back to Prairie Central. I can't see where they took Devin White, but I think he might be in Kurt Turner's office down the hall. But they're really struggling without him right now, so they need to waste time. Illini Bluffs does. So this little wipe on the floor.
It looks like he's back
Okay,
on the bench.
So this is good that they're
minor
wiping
injury.
the floor so they can get him back. Is he ready? Yeah, I was about to say that. He's like,
coach is ready.
Good. He's got a.
Clay Vass is ready to put his guy in as Trey. Or I must call him Trey White. That's an Illinois guy.
Devin White.
Devin
Trey White. Is he a receiver?
Trey White is an Illinois basketball player.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So terribly sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Devin White checks back into the game, so a sigh of relief if you're a Bluffs fan. Nonetheless, Prairie Central has the ball, trying to expand on their lead.
Good shot
by Steininger at the charity stripe, no good.
37.
Rebounded by White.
One last shot here, 26 seconds more than likely.
Clay Vass, the head coach of Bluffs, rocking the sweat towel, just like Tyves Gardner.
Yeah. Legend here.
Legend.
In the Williamsville Holiday Tournament.
White being guarded. Gives over to McCoy. McCoy driving in. Over to number 13, Drew Dunn. Shot no good. One second left.
Not going to get it off.
Not going to get it off. No shot, and we had a little push.
Dang. Yeah, you don't need a tech at the end of the quarter there, but
little extracurricular there. PC and Bluffs Nonetheless, zeros on the clock, red buzzer all around, 29-28 in favor of the Hawks. We'll take a quick break on the wire, come back for the start of the fourth. Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. Here for this fourth quarter action, Colin Burge and Nathan Simcoe making an appearance, helping out the Williamsville Wire here at the holiday tournament. For the winner will play Calvary in the fifth place game. And right now, if the clock ended now, it'd be Prairie Central. Nonetheless, here's McCoy for Illini Bluffs 3, no good. Rebounded by Gadberry.
Need to see some pressure here for PC. They took advantage while Devin White was out.
Gadberry inside to Alt, and Alt gets the layup to go. A good find there by Bryson Gadberry.
Obviously a low-scoring game. Defenses have been doing so well today, but we're going to have a foul.
Yep, looks like there's going to be a foul, a little push there.
Prairie Central coach does not like that.
Looks like it's
Why
on.
Did they not have their head coach listed?
24, Cody Steidinger.
Whatever.
Foul was committed against Drew Dunn, and now Cole McCoy will inbound it. Gives to Devin White. Devin White playing with a little nose cotton in his, I believe that'd be his right nostril. And now here's McCoy, and McCoy turns it over again. So McCoy's not having the best of games, as there's Devin White, pokes it free, but ends up back in the hands of Gadberry.
No, Lord.
And sloppy passing.
Going the other way. Who's that, number 4? Alt going one way, Gadberry going the other. Pass was not there.
Nonetheless, here's Devin White. Gives over to Toby Cooper. Gives back to White.
Need to see an offensive set here for Illini Bluffs. Take an easy shot. Got to use what PC was doing earlier.
Cole McCoy in the corner, gives up to Emhoff. Gives over to Drew Dunn, back to Emhoff. Emhoff thought about driving in, decided not to against White Alt. McCoy again gives to Cooper. Cooper to Emhoff. Now here's Cooper inside to.
Oh, rejected, but a foul.
Looks like there was contact on the body. I would call that.
Contact low, yes.
I would have called that.
Agree.
That was a great cut, low. Great find there.
And then the rejection.
By Drew Dunn, able to get rewarded with 2 trips to the charity stripe.
Kirk Kuffel making the call.
Yep.
Obviously, he's got a history here at Williamsville.
He does.
Colin knows about that, I think.
I don't know what you're talking
I like
about.
Kurt. He's good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. It's okay. I guess he can play offense.
Yeah, well. Rolls in, so Drew Dunn gets 2 to fall. And it's a 2-point game. 6:17 left to go in this one.
One there. Tipped out. Look like we're going to have a photo finish here, but the key down the stretch is probably going to be free throws, I would say. Both teams really haven't been great.
Zimmerman will inbound, gives up to Spencer Ray, the freshman playing, the 6-foot freshman, getting some key minutes here late in the stretch, as here's Friedman. Gives up to Steidinger. Steidinger over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman back up top to Spencer Ray. Ray picks up his dribble, finds Steidinger. Steidinger doubled. Steidinger finds Spencer Ray. Ray.
Something should open on the left side. They're really crowding them right wing, right corner, so.
Prairie Central taking their time. It's Ray at the top of the key. Ray tries to drive in, kicks out, corner three. That's Whitfill.
Man.
Whitfill no good.
That shot's been open all night.
Just haven't been able to convert if you're Prairie Central.
The problem is you need at least one to fall. Big opportunity for Bluffs here on offense.
And here's inside to Devin White off a feed from Cooper.
Great patience, great poise down low.
And White gets the layup to go to tie this one up. Here's Friedman. Friedman blocked. The Euro step layup blocked. Now you had numbers if you're Bluffs. I'm surprised they didn't attack. Nonetheless, here's White up top. Gives over to McCoy.
Under 5 minutes now.
Trying to do the same thing. Here's Cooper, top of the key. Finds White. Near the three-point line is Drew Dunn. Back up to Dunn, over to Emhoff.
He wanted the pass.
Coach was not happy.
Yeah, there was a cutting player, did not throw it, but the referee said it. 4:30.
Passing around the perimeter, Bluff says, and now here's White. Tried to drive in, loses the ball, stays here.
He may have been off the leg. See that? I mean, didn't get called, but it's close. Close call. When in doubt, you keep it here. I get it. 4:30. 4:30 left in the fourth. You got a sub here.
Looks like Steidinger will come out and Trednick will come in for Prairie Central. Here's McCoy off the inbounds three, and he got it.
Dagger.
Puts them up three here late. 4:22 left to go. And here's Central.
Got to answer. Don't need a three.
Trednick over to Zimmerman.
And take your time.
Prairie Central to 4-out, 1 in offense, trying to set a back screen over to the left side. Here's Friedman on the right. Friedman. Whitfill thought about shooting it. Instead, will drive in, contact layup, and he gets it. And it looks like Jeff Curl will call a timeout for the Hawks. Down one. Prairie Central is 34-33, 3:58 left to go in this one. We'll take a quick little timeout. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. I'm Colin Burge alongside Nathan Simcoe. Here at a pretty good game at the Williamsville Holiday Tournament, starting to get a little bit crowded here in the stands. 3:58 left to go, 34-33 in favor of the Illini Bluffs Tigers over the Prairie Central Hawks.
Oh, almost a dangerous pass there.
Here's McCoy for the Illini Bluffs. Near the perimeter, gives up to White at the top of the key. Cooper passing.
Devin coming out.
McCoy over to White. White to Emhoff down low. Emhoff's going to attack, and looks like it's going to be before the shot. Looks like we had
on the floor.
On the arm against 10. So that is Easton Friedman. So it'll be the Tigers' ball out of bounds. We'll see what they do. You got to get White involved somehow. He's your best player. He's probably the best player on the court right now.
That's a screen. He wanted it.
Emhoff looking for White. White had it.
Can't happen.
You cannot lose sight of that man right there. Devin White, as he gets the easiest layup he's going to get this game, or has gotten this game. Now here's Prairie Central on offense. Friedman driving in, kicks out corner three. Thought about it. Whitfield instead.
Oh, man.
Trednick will take it and hit it for the three. So tie game here. 3:07 left to go.
God, the one in the corner was wide open, but he passed on it, and then the other guy, Trednick, shot the contested three. Lucky to get it. The shot that's been
on the floor.
How can you?
And I would have called a travel there. He kind of had possession, was sliding on the floor, but nonetheless.
Yeah, Bluffs. The coach tried to call a timeout, but that ball wasn't controlled.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, although I will say a lot of times the officials will give you that one, and it shouldn't be given, but
it should not.
It shouldn't be given, but it's given more times than it probably should be. But fortunate for Prairie Central that they didn't, and they're going to have the ball here.
Yeah.
So
the jump ball. So possession arrow is towards Prairie Central, and we'll switch in about 10 seconds. Here's Gadberry bringing it up for the Hawks. Gives over to Trednick. Trednick to Friedman at the corner. Zimmerman tried to drive in, gets poked out by White, and White's going to be in transition, loses it on the ground, and they finally got the timeout. So that time he did have possession there, and the coach, Clay Vass, was able to call the timeout, and no harm, no foul for Bluffs. You get the ball.
2:36. I don't know what our timeout count is, but it looks like Prairie Central. Okay, that's fine.
Nonetheless, there's 42 seconds left to go in this, so we'll just stay on. So if you're Bluffs, what do you need to do? What are the keys?
Well, generally, I mean, your offense has struggled today, but, I mean, it's hard not to have Devin White having the ball in this situation. But what do you think?
Yeah, you got to get it. You got to get to your playmakers. Obviously, White's going to be key, but also for Prairie Central, you got to play as a team. You know, you haven't had one guy that's really stood out. I know we've talked about and mentioned today Gadberry, Zimmerman, and obviously Steidinger, but none of them have really came alive like White has. And for them, just get some easy buckets down the stretch. Play as a team. Obviously, you don't have that star power, so just play as a team. Nonetheless, here's White with the ball.
2:30 left in the fourth. All tied up.
White guarded by Gadberry.
Seems like White
is over to Drew
Dunn. They need to get him in a post position right now.
Almost threw away. Drew Dunn did. Ends up in the hands with Emhoff. Emhoff over to McCoy. And no harm, no foul. Back in the hands of White. Over in the corner, it's McCoy. McCoy doubled. Down to Cooper. Cooper, tough contact layup, no good. Rebounded there by Whitfill. Whitfill up to Steidinger. Steidinger tried to back his man down. Nothing happened. Here's Whitfill, and here's Gadberry up top.
You need to get a shot you like. I mean, you do not have to rush this. Minute 45.
Steidinger gives to Alt down low.
There you
Excuse
go.
me, that was Zimmerman, but now here's a tip three there by Whitfill.
Good play.
White speeding down the floor. Here's McCoy. McCoy over to White, back to McCoy. Down to Cooper, down low. Gives over to Dunn. Three-pointer no good. Still a tie game. Minute 21 left to go as here's
no, you don't need it. Don't need it.
Friedman thought about shooting it. And
you don't need it here. In a game like this, slow it down. Get a shot you like. You have the ball with a minute 17. Don't do anything stupid. The transition turnovers is where you get killed in this position.
Yeah, I agree. I generally agree. And you haven't been shooting three ball as well today. If you could find a better shot and still have possession with a minute 17 and possibly drain some more time off the clock, that is perfect. Zimmerman to inbound.
I'm going to see some go to Steidinger here.
Gives to Gadberry. Minute 14 and counting now. Gadberry not closely guarded, but he is guarded by Emhoff.
There is Steidinger.
Now gives over to Cody Steidinger.
Minute left.
Gadberry inside. Zimmerman foul on the push, so he'll get 2 shots.
Exactly what you need.
So Zimmerman will have the chance to reclaim the lead for the Hawks.
I just want to give an update on the foul count. So currently Prairie Central is 3. With that foul there by Bluffs, they only have 1. So Bluffs has all the fouls in the world to give. obviously you don't want it to be on shot as the first one's no good. You need this one.
You do. And in a game like this, you do, because we know star players and we know White, and his athleticism can take over a game.
Need it.
As there it is. Zimmerman goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe and gives the Hawks a 1-point lead. 55 seconds left to go in this one.
49 seconds. This Bluffs one, I think they're going to take their time here. So PC, you got to have defense here.
White over to McCoy, gives back to White.
If you're Prairie Central, you might consider a foul.
Cooper inside and gets it to go. So now
there,
the Bluffs,
no
Illini Bluffs reclaim the lead. Prairie Central trying to go fast. Steininger
I don't.
over to Zimmerman, over to Friedman. Friedman 3, no good. Not sure if that was a shot there. 20.9 and they foul White.
With a 1-point lead, obviously fouls are fine. You're not gonna. You can't give up the 3, which not that Illini Bluffs is a huge 3-point threat, but with 20 seconds, crazy things do happen. I'd foul someone here. Not this guy.
Out of bounds. Here's White.
You don't want to foul him. If timeout.
Yeah, there was a timeout there by Bluffs.
So I think what they're going to have to draw up here is a play to get your best free throw shooter, who I believe White's missed some free throws today, so it may not be him, but you don't want to foul someone who's obviously good at the stripe. But full timeout here, so let's take a quick break.
Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire here with Nathan Simcoe. I'm Colin Burge. Pretty good game we got going on here, 38-37. Illini Bluffs lead the Prairie Central Hawks. Winner of this will take on Calvary for the 5th place game.
That'll be on Monday.
And 5th place title rights will be on Monday. There'll be a little break in the holiday tournament on Sunday.
Oh, there he goes.
There's a football pass to White. White thought about taking the layup. Now he doesn't.
Yeah,
now there's a push. I think that's a good idea and a good smart idea.
Make him earn it. Make him earn it, because he's, quite frankly, probably going to get the best of Whitfill down low.
So Devin White off the football pass there by Toby Cooper. We saw that similar thing in the first half last time where they obviously didn't convert it, but nonetheless we saw the pass as Devin White hits the first, so that extends their lead up to 2.
More than likely for Prairie Central, going to need a 3. So if he's got a timeout, which I don't know.
White doesn't hit the second one. 16 seconds left.
Timeout.
Here's Steininger. They foul him.
Okay.
They got fouls to give.
Yeah,
so
I was about to say, it's not going to the line.
Yeah.
So
that's a good smart play. So 2 team fouls on Bluffs, so they have 2 more to give.
I don't think Prairie Central has any timeouts left. So
they don't.
This is up to
so
the
this
players.
is it. So Zimmerman will inbound it.
12 seconds.
Kind of in an L formation here
down 2
for Prairie Central. Gadberry tried to get free here. Steininger driving inside. Fade away. That is not the shot, and he missed it. Nonetheless, they thought about getting it back. They don't. Steininger can't hit. 3.7 left on the clock, and the Bluffs Tigers will go to the line shooting 2 and possibly ending this game.
Where are the Broncos at?
I don't know.
Are you serious?
I'm looking.
Iowa State currently has the ball 3rd and 1. Miami's 46 down by 6 points. So see if they can pull that one out. Probably not.
Oh, my God. What a touchdown.
Broncos scored?
Yeah. What a touchdown.
First
Bo Nix.
Hold on. First free throw is no good.
Yeah, first free throw. So they're going to – they had a timeout.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know why you don't use that.
Well, yeah, they must have just had a 30 left. So here's the thing. I mean, with what is 3.7 seconds left on the clock, if he makes this one, you're down by 3. Obviously, a 3-point shot will be needed. But even with that time, 3's probably all you're going to be able to get off.
Yeah, sorry. I've been a little invested with the Bronco game. But
what's the Broncos? They scored?
They scored. Bo Nix was with a bomb. Bo Nix with a bomb
how much
to Marvin
time's
Mims.
left?
There's about 8 minutes left.
Okay.
So it's not over, but it is tied.
Remember,
so
if the
we got to
Broncos,
stop the
Colin Bird's a
Bengals.
huge Broncos fan. If they win this game, they are playoff bound.
They are playoff bound.
And if the Bengals win, nothing happens.
No. All right. So here it is, 39-37, 3.7 left. Cole McCoy at the line for Illini Bluffs. Second shot is good. So with 3 seconds, we'll see what happens. Here's Gadberry. Gadberry, they foul him. Good idea.
Yes.
Oh, they called a timeout first.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. There is 1 second left.
1.5 seconds on the clock. Full timeout.
I'm surprised he had
They
two
had
left.
timeout?
I'm surprised they had
Then
two
what in
left.
the-
Then why don't you
I
call
don't
that
know.
draw up a play?
Let's take a quick break, and 1.5 seconds when we come out, and that'll be the conclusion of this ball game, unless maybe overtime.
Welcome back to the Williamsville Wire. Tight game here, still 1.5 seconds left to go. Prairie Central does have the ball down 3, so they need a 3 to tie.
This is it.
It'll be Whitfill inbounds. It looks like Bluffs is going to call a timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
So another full timeout for Bluffs, and they didn't like what they saw on defense. They're going to call a timeout.
Iowa State, 2-minute warning, first and goal at the Miami 4, down by 6. So.
Iowa State in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. And do you like Pop-Tarts sometime?
They're all right.
They're all right. They're not.
I mean, that wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah.
I don't think, but it's good. What bowl? The Citrus Bowl?
Citrus Bowl.
They play on New Year's Day?
Yes, they play against South Carolina.
I will not be watching because we got a full slate of college football playoff games that actually matter, like Notre Dame and Georgia.
That's later that night. Thank you very much.
Okay, but
this is at 3, I think.
Okay, there's
2.
There's 3 games on the first.
Yeah, there's 3, or there's. I thought there was 2.
There's
I thought there was 2 and 2.
There's one on Tuesday. Okay. Penn State plays Boise State.
All right.
Like I've been saying, Notre Dame, Georgia.
Notre Dame, Georgia. Georgia's going to destroy Notre Dame.
I just don't think that's true.
You want to bet money?
I would. Well, first, no.
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 All right, whatever.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Prairie Central needing an inbound and needing a miracle. 1.5 seconds left to go in this one. Down 3. They need a 3.
Someone's got to break. Oh, not open. That's just not going to work.
Here's Gadberry, no good. No good. Blocked by Toby Cooper, and Bluffs escapes with the win. A pretty good game. Took all 4 quarters to decide this one, and the Prairie Central Hawks fall to the Illini Bluffs Tigers. Pretty good game, Simcoe.
Great game. Great to be back. That'll conclude the Williamsville Wire broadcast of the 5th place tournament. Now the winners bracket will start up. Dylan Ferris and Ryan Mendenhall will have your next 2 games, the 6 o'clock and the 7:30 game. Games will be a little bit behind schedule, but nonetheless, Warrensburg, Tremont coming up, and then after that at 7:30, Williamsville will take on Porta AC. And let's go ahead and conclude the broadcast. We'll be back live here in just a couple moments. Thank you.